Hello everyone, I'm your host Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. Firesong, PTS. Let's keep exploring. See, let's head up. What is that? What is that? What is this? It's just... Oh, it's a warding totem. Okay. Are those bad fawns? Those are bad fawns. So let's go... Actually, what is this? There's like a weird little side path, it almost looks like. Let's see, that's the telling stone in that direction. Is this the path? Oh, there's a thing here. Elder Petoff. Oh, I guess... Oh. Let's go get some of these map markers. Telling stone. This is a frame of reference. Ooh, there's a lore book here. The Knightly Orders of High Rock. And there's a lava vent happening. Is anyone actually here? It seems that no one else...
Hold this for long.
You're fine.
Help!
Nah, you're fine. Huh. So, no... How many lava vents are there here? 5. Really? There's 5? Huh. Okay. Well then. No one, I guess, is playing right now. That's so weird.
An outsider? Well, if this is Ifray's will. Come here.
Wait.
Please.
You're not... Stonelore. You're Eldertide.
Outsider, I fear for my wife, my Gwenaël. A group of Firesong druids attacked our home in Ifray's path. I managed to escape the slaughter, but Gwenaël's still in there. I tried to go back for her, but the path has grown more dangerous.
More dangerous than the Firesong druid attackers?
Yes, outsider. Animals lash out. The spirit motes that once inspired us blanket the land in a thick fog. The spirit of the path may be injured or frightened. I do not know what the Firesong want or how they turn my home against me.
Tell me more about the spirit of the path?
The spirit of Ifray's path. We call it the Chronicle. We Eldertide made our home here to care for and tend to the spirit.
So he is Eldertide.
Outsider, I'm trusting you. I'm putting my wife's safety in your hands. Help me find her, and I will see you well rewarded.
Interesting. This is the first friendly Eldertide, because there was the one group that were in that delve that were turning people into coral, or were having coral eat people. I don't remember. And then there was the group that were helping the Ascendant Order. I'll help you find your wife.
The entrance to the path is just over there.
Ifray's path.
I'll meet you on the steps down into the Sacred Valley. There we can find out what happened to my Gwenaël. But first, let me bless you against the dangers within.
I didn't sneeze. What is this place exactly?
Ifray's path is a sacred place, with a small community of druids to look after it. Ifray set the spirit here, the one we call the Chronicle. It shares stories with us, shows us events that happened long ago.
How does it show you the stories exactly?
Through the blessings of the spirit motes. Ifray is the storyteller. All of nature comes from Ifray, but so do our tales and songs. The Chronicle utilizes both aspects of its creator.
Spirit motes?
Articles released by the Chronicle. Normally we breathe in the gift of the spirit and experience the story it wishes us to see. A vision, you might call it. Perfectly safe. Except I've never seen such large clouds of spirit motes before.
Tell me more about the threats we may face.
Besides the Firesong druids, the very air is thick with spirit motes. You'll see them once we enter the valley. The worst are the animals, though. They frighten me.
What animals?
Crocodiles, wolves, Ursocs, among others. The animals in the path are usually docile. We feed them, care for them. Now they attack without provocation. For things to be so out of balance, it goes against my understanding of nature.
Could the Firesong druids be responsible for all this?
It started after their attack. But I've never seen a druid who could control the spirit motes before. Only the Chronicle commands them. Chooses when to release them, and what story they carry. I have no clue what's happening here.
You and your wife are Eldertide druids?
Yes. We're members of the Eldertide Circle. You're fortunate that I need your assistance. Outsiders aren't usually permitted to set foot in our sacred sites. But if Ray sent you, so who am I to question that?
How many druid circles are there?
3. Eldertide, Stonelaw, and Firesong. Stonelaw are adequate druids, but they stay close to betraying the true way. Accepting outsiders? The Firesong are reclusive, but they never attacked other druids before.
Why do you keep calling me an outsider?
You're not a druid. You don't belong on the Sisters Archipelago. Still, I'll set aside my animosities for Gwenaëlle. She's my bubbling spring. She soothes the burns of life and cools my harsh temper. We need to save her.
Sorry about that. How do you know she didn't escape too?
I've been searching the perimeter of the path since the attack, and I've seen no one else. I can't believe I left without her. If I'd only stopped to see if she followed, she'd be safe. If she dies, I'll never forgive myself.
It's been bothering me looking at his
Oh, Ifray,
outfit.
let no overcast skies or snaring vines cloud the intention of our thoughts.
So, he's using... Actually, if I can get a good pose like this. His outfit. He's using... Not that. Can I get a better view? There, that'll work. Oh, I forgot about these. Druid's Own Mine. Okay, the shoulders I know are an antiquity. It's... Oh, do I have them already? Oh, wait. Are they these? Oh, maybe they are these. I thought there was like an Eldertide set you could get from antiquity. Oh, it's these. Okay, so he's not using these. Ah. But that, yeah, that's from antiquities. He looks like he's using this shoulder. Oh, wait. Actually hard to see from this angle. Let's move a little bit. That'll do. I always like to take a look at NPCs to kind of figure out what they're... That's not it. That looks pretty spot on. And I guess the arms he's using probably are also Y'ffre's will. Yep, it's that. Okay, so I guess Y'ffre's will doubles as... I guess maybe it's more focused on Eldertide because Stonelore does have its own style that's probably going to be in Crown Crates, and Firesong has their own style from this DLC. Oh, that's purple. Birds!
Storms have mercy. The motes are even thicker now.
Is that what you call this? It just looks like purple haze. Or purple smoke. Can I mount up in here? I can. Okay. Spirit Mote Spider. Oh, there's nothing in here but a heavy sack and a treasure chest. Ooh, purple alligator. Druid Senna's last account. Oh, spooky.
Druid Senna saw the mote cloud form? It's like nothing I've encountered.
Well, she's dead now, so she didn't get to see too much, it seems. This is a cool effect. I like this. This would be cool as like a housing global effect. You could just have a purple haze over your house.
Guidir, Vitach. They're all dead.
Yeah, you kind of guessed that already.
Gwenail. She's not here. That's some small relief. We've found some troubling things outside her.
There's an NPC that uses this guy's face, and I can't put my finger on it. Another character.
We found the last notes of Druid Senna.
Also, his voice actor is very familiar.
Dead Eldertide. But my Gwenail is still among the missing. What do you think, outsider? What do your non-druid senses tell you?
The spirit modes mentioned in Druid Senna's note. You said they behave differently?
Yes, the Chronicle grows plants called muse mouths, which release a small amount of spirit motes when we commune with it. The motes show us the stories. They've never threatened or harmed us before, and they never appeared as great clouds either.
So why is this cloud of motes dangerous?
Other than the thick concentration, I'm not sure. Druid Senna mentioned that the Firesong caught in the fog lowered their weapons and then marched off as if in a trance. This is very strange.
And your wife wasn't among the dead Eldertide we found?
No, but the others all lived in our community. And from the looks of it, they were killed by the Firesong attackers. They must have been surprised. There are no Firesong druids among the dead. But there's also no sign of my wife.
That's good. Is it? It means Gwenail might still be alive. Didn't Senna's note also mention a waterfall?
Not finding my wife could mean anything. All we know is that she's not here. She could be anywhere. But yes, let's go check the waterfalls to the north. That's where Druid Senna's note said the Firesong druids went after the spirit motes descended.
Is there any significance of the waterfalls?
The waterfalls? I'd rather not discuss the waterfalls. That area is very private, not a place for those outside our circle. Still, if that's where the Firesong druid went, we need to check.
We haven't seen any Firesong druids yet.
There were a lot of them in the raiding party. They must be somewhere. Come on. The waterfall's on the north wall of the valley. Let's keep looking.
Well, this is nice that we finally get to see some friendly Eldertide. I kind of was worried they would just get dismissed as like a secondary antagonist group and that was it. Like secondary... Ooh.
Pain, rage, fear.
Spirit motes
Lord,
surround
get
that Firesong
out!
druid. Talk to her, outsider. This won't hold her long.
Oh, look how cool. She's got like obsidian armor.
Must go. Join. It calls me.
What are you talking about? Join who?
The spirit of the path. It calls to us. We must go. Defend it. Protect it.
What do you need to defend the spirit from?
Attacked. Frightened. It needs us. It must be defended. Defend.
Is she gonna attack me? No.
Wait! Not in there! Blight! Over here, outsider!
Interesting. We've got a hidden cave behind a waterfall. A tried and true classic.
It appears
I
that
like...
the spirit-
Look at Isabel behind him. Just like mad dogging him. She's like, this guy.
It appears that the spirit motes do more than just tell us stories, outsider. That Firesong druid's mind was clearly being influenced, if not outright controlled. But why is the Chronicle doing this? It never exhibited hostile behavior before.
Why aren't the spirit motes affecting us in the same way?
The blessing I bestowed upon us before we set out must be keeping the motes at bay. Given the power we just saw, I'm not sure how much longer that protection will last. I suppose you'll need to accompany me into the tunnels.
Tunnels? Is that what you were hesitant about? That there are tunnels hidden behind the waterfalls?
It is a sacred place, outsider. The tunnels lead to ritual chambers, the Musemouth plants, and to the spirit of the path, the Chronicle. Hopefully, my Gwenail is also somewhere inside.
Uh-huh. Chronicles tunnels. Uh-oh. Not quite done yet. Eldertide druids keep the ground of Ifri's path free from any outside influence. In this sacred area, animals are docile and the Eldertide something. Again, PTS. Not everything is quite done yet. Why does a Strangler have so much health? I was covered in bugs? So far, though, I haven't run into anything quite game-breaking, so that's good. Also, I thought that this was going to be a... Oh, there's a forest wraith up there. I thought the PTS was 4 weeks. I think this one seems like it's going to be 5.
Look, on that platform. What's a forest wraith doing here?
What are forest wraiths?
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
Thank you, Isabel. We still haven't gotten much lore from... or about... the... Oh, I hate these types of enemies. The channel fire. Get out of here. They're like... I think they're like... deadly Spriggans. Like, if a Spriggan was also the embodiment of, like, death in nature or something. There's something like that. The devs kind of half explained it.
A muse mouth. It has a story to tell us, outsider. I can sense it. Examine the plant. My gift to you.
Okay. Ooh.
Tell us how to access the Chronicle, or this is your fate.
No! How could you?
Gwinnell. And the Chronicle. Did you see it too? The spirit is trying to tell us something.
I like this laundry rack. Whoa.
Ifri's bones. What happened to the Chronicle?
That's a cool set piece. Look at that. That almost looks like it's like story quest related. It's so detailed.
Outsider, this is the Chronicle. The spirit we communed with. But it's grown dark. Can you feel the anger radiating from it? The sadness? I don't like the looks of this.
Why would the Chronicle feel sad?
The Chronicle's always been more emotional than other nature spirits. It comprehends the experience of mortals and feels our emotions vicariously through the stories it shares. I've felt its calm, its joy, and even its grief. But this...
We saw the Firesong kill Eldertide druids. Could that have something to do with this?
Perhaps. But there's a depth to this emotion I've never felt before. It unnerves me. Let's hurry. My Gwinnell is in here somewhere, and my fear for her safety grows with every passing moment. The door is just over there.
Okay, okay. Keep your pants on. Your druid dress. Druid skirt.
Another musemouth plant. I sense the Chronicle has more to show us.
Okay.
You refuse to give us Ifre's gift? Very well. We will just kill you and take the Chronicle.
We can't just give you the Chronicle. The spirit is bound to this sacred place.
Then we'll cut the Chronicle from the roots and... What's happening?
Spirit motes.
Spirit motes saved Gwinnell? But why do the Firesong want the Chronicle?
Why indeed?
The Chronicle blessed us with another vision. We saw the Firesong attack Eldertide, threaten us to gain possession of the Chronicle. All this bloodshed. That could explain why the spirit feels so guilty. But the motes, it saved Gwinnell.
How did the Firesong druids learn about the Chronicle?
Nature spirits, especially ones as strong as the Chronicle, are known among the circles. While the Firesong rarely leave Ifalon, they've always been aware of our spirit. Some even traveled here to partake of its stories.
Why would the Firesong druids try to take the Chronicle?
Obviously, the Chronicle is capable of more than we ever gave it credit for. Recording and showing recent events, influencing the minds of people and animals. But why druids would want access to that kind of power, I can barely speculate.
So the Firesong are just flat out bad? Like there's no... How did I aim at the spider all the way down there? Like there's no misunderstanding or anything like that? That's a little disappointing if that's true. Hopefully there's something will come to light. Maybe with the epilogue. Oh, a Fenwitch. I've seen cards of you. I still can't get over how ridiculous that Druid King deck was once you get it rolling. It was absurd.
The spirit motes are thick here, but I have an idea. Such a high concentration of spirit motes is dangerous. The blessing won't protect us from this. Worse, vines seal the doors beyond. I think I have an idea, though.
What's your idea?
The muse-mouth plants in the room ahead are bloated, spewing out huge clouds of spirit motes. I can remove the vines that block the door, but I'm too old to withstand the motes in such concentrations. Luckily, I have a few vials of Ifre's rain.
What's that?
Purified water from a sacred waterfall. Gwinnell uses it to awaken those who sometimes get lost in the visions. The water causes muse-mouth plants to shrink and close up for a time. Even ones bloated as much as these should react the same way.
Okay. Oh, these are... You can get these as a furnishing. An achievement furnishing. They're like plant traps or something like that. I'll have to go up for that one.
You did it! I'll clear the vines.
It's still pretty purple in here. I guess it's getting a little better.
What's happening over there? Those druids. They're transforming into forest wraiths. How is that? Gwinnell.
Oh.
No, not you, please. Gwen. A forest wraith. No!
Oh, dear.
My Gwinnell, my guiding light. We were so close to reaching her, and she slipped through my fingers. The spirit turned her into a forest wraith.
Why did she transform?
Legends tell us that the Green and its spirits can summon forest wraiths to protect themselves. The Chronicle felt threatened, so it did the same. I'm not sure if this is how all forest wraiths are created, but we saw what the Chronicle did.
Is there a way to return your wife to her original form?
Possibly. The Chronicle transformed Gwinnell into one of those things. It should be able to turn her back and return her to me. I know I've asked a lot of you, but please, come with me. We need to talk to the Chronicle. Convince it to release her.
Okay.
All right, outsider. Let's go find my Gwinnell and convince the Chronicle to transform her back into my beloved wife.
How will we tell which forest wraith is her?
The newly created wraiths went farther into the tunnels. We keep moving, and I'm sure we'll meet up with them shortly. As for recognizing my wife, she may be a creature of darkness now, but I know I'll be able to identify her when I see her.
I wonder if they'll release the forest wraith as a polymorph. It seems like it's human enough that the animations wouldn't be an issue. Or not human, but human-shaped enough. Yeah, it's weird. The Stranglers have so much health compared to the run-of-the-mill enemies in here. Like, these spiders go down in a few hits.
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
Thank you, Isabel. Ow. What'd you just do to me?
We've got this.
More bloated muse mouths? Use Ifre's rain on these as well.
It's hard to see anything in here. It's so purple. There's one above. Let's just work our way around the room. A rock seer. Yes, I see rocks too. It's hard to miss them sometimes. Alright, another one here. I haven't actually had to fight any force. I guess there was one spot where I could have, but I haven't fought any wraiths yet in here. I think these are furnishings you can get. I like them. Little gourd lamps. Alright.
This way. I'll deal with the door.
What's the survivability on jumping down? Pretty high. Just gonna run past all the spiders, huh, guy? I was gonna say this is a longer quest, but it's a location quest because it has its own little. That's not the icon I would have picked for this, really. I would have chosen something a little more druidy.
There! That's my Gwen just ahead.
We could fight that thing, or I'll go like this.
Gwenail!
Stop!
Ooh.
Druids spill blood. No more druids in this story. No more.
Outsider, the Chronicle won't talk to me. You must convince it to let us go.
So, what's it like being a floating purple ball?
Druids attacked. Why spill blood on holy ground? Afraid, confused. Actions come as waves crashing against the shore.
I don't understand.
Story unclear. Tell again. Druids of the path attacked. Killed. Chronicle shocked. Angry. Spirit most released. Cannot hold back the wind. Created wraiths to defend the path. Lost control. Cannot stop. Sorry. So
Is it like shrinking and growing as I talk to it? I haven't been paying attention. There must be some way to stop this.
roots corrupted by blood. Anger. Bindings tainted. Spirit unwell. The Chronicle must end. Use Ifre's rain on roots. Break bindings. Cleanse corruption. End the story.
Will that release the druids from the moats and revert the wraiths back to normal?
It is the only way. Pour the sacred water. Close the current book. End the anger. The
This voice effect is pretty cool.
The mistakes. This is what the Chronicle wants. What the story needs. Please.
Alright.
Please, Gwen. I know you're in there. Just hold on.
Oh, there's a chest over there.
One last book to close. Pour the remaining water on the spirit orb.
Isn't this gonna destroy this whole place? Ooh, green. And gone. And gone.
Gwenelle, you're back.
Petov? What happened?
Everything is fine, Gwenelle. Outsider, come. We owe you so much. I can hardly believe my eyes. My Gwenelle, as radiant as the day I first set eyes upon her. I thought I lost her. But the Chronicle, the spirit of the path, what a terrible price to pay to set things right.
The Chronicle told me to pour Y'ffre's rain on its roots in the spirit orb.
You did what it asked of you, what you had to do, but don't despair. I felt its anger slip away. Its intentions were pure, outsider. Things just got out of hand. It was the actions of the Firesong that tainted the spirit, corrupted it.
It said it was defending the path.
It used its motes to try to stop the Firesong, created the Wraiths to protect our home. But it knew it went too far. Like a bee whose sting causes its own death. It reacted in desperation. I hope it finds peace now. Back in the green.
Will Gwenelle be alright?
Yes, Gwen is strong. She'll recover quickly. But she would have been lost to me without your help. Please, accept this. You ended a great danger and rescued my Gwenelle from a terrible fate. I just wish the Chronicle was still with us. We may have lost the Chronicle, but my Gwenelle is safe. And all because Y'ffre chose to send me an outsider. Life is strange, my friend.
What will become of Y'ffre's path of the Chronicle?
We'll rebuild. Ask more Eldertide to join us. For too long, we've relied on the Chronicle to show us our past. To tell us our stories. It's time for us to take responsibility for our own memories, I think.
Is Y'ffre's path safe now?
It will be, once the spirit motes disperse and the remaining Firesong are driven off. Without a spirit, Gwen and I will become the chroniclers. We'll remember and record our stories and our history. Share it with all who wish to hear.
Did all that really happen? The Firesong, the forest wraiths.
The Chronicle saved you, in its own way.
It was angry. That much I remember. The bloodshed. Our friends.
We'll grieve for them, and for the Chronicle. We lost a lot this day.
The Chronicle is really gone?
Its final act was to release you, dear Gwen.
What now, husband?
Now, we thank Y'ffre and tell our own stories.
Oh, I can talk to her now?
We may have lost the Chronicle, but my Gwen...
Okay, so there's all the same. You?
The Chronicle was so frightened. So angry at what the Firesong did. It tried to help me, but it was confused. Unsure. I remember becoming a forest wraith. I'll need to write that down. It's a story that should be remembered.
What was it like?
Fast. Confusing. But then, it was simple. I had a purpose. There wasn't room for fear. I'm no more murderous now than I was before, but still, it was odd. If Petov came any closer, I might have hurt him. That will be difficult to forget.
You would have attacked your own husband?
With the Chronicle influencing my mind in an instant. That feeling will stay with me for the rest of my days. Part of me is glad the Chronicle is gone. For all its insight, it didn't understand mortals. I hope I can still be a druid after this.
Why wouldn't you be able to stay a druid?
My understanding of nature's spirits has changed. I don't know if I can treat them with the same respect I did before. I'll give myself some time to recover and reflect. The shock of everything that happened could be clouding my judgment. We'll see.
Alright, let's get out of here. Now, where is this going to spit me out? Oh. Huh. Kind of the opposite of where I wanted to be. What is this? Glimmertarn. Glimmertarn. Okay. We'll head there in a second. I'm going to loop around. Maybe my plan of doing 2 quests per episode was a bit foolhardy. These quests are a lot long. What the? Oh, right. I forgot there was this. Frog stealing plans. What is this? You know what? Maybe we'll do this one, and then I'll work my way back around. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Or maybe I'll even go this way first and then loop around. I don't know. I'll figure it out in the next episode. But yeah, I'll have to start breaking these up because these quests are longer than I anticipated. Then again, there's only like 10 of them, so... You know. That might be for the best. I don't know. Either way, thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then... Bye.